And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. Here we go. And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. But that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
No good on the free throw. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. And he actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, John, thanks for the update. Now, Fox. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. And Fox gets it to go.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Outside, Ball. From past the arc. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Woohoo! LaMelo Ball with the ball on a string. How about that drive?
Ball's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 1:15 left to play here in the first. Here's Diabate, defended by Wembanyama.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama outside to the paint. Stolen by Ball. Plenty of space. And Bridges finishes it off.
Well, for Knipple, passing will be a key in his development.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Knipple with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Bridges, no one around him. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Castle. San Antonio again turning it over.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, White. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Charlotte leading by 4. In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the center position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
So GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Now here's Johnson. He has yet to score. Fox, no good. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Bridges passes to White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Hornets also changing it up. Miller's checked in for McNeely. And it's ball in for James. And he knocks down the first one. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
And both free throws good for White. An efficient score, Kobe White effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Here's White after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
At the line for the Hornets, Kobe White, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
Wembanyama, no good. Charlotte leading by 8. Gonna pull with it. Now guarded by Fox. Ball with the bucket.
Well, LaMelo ball in the catch and shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Outside, White. 52 seconds left in the first half. Back to Ball for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 9 to the middle. Here's Barnes. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wembanyama has got 4 this quarter.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Miller outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And Fox has it in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Fox has got his third bucket of the night.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Charlotte heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. That's good. It's all good. Give it up for the participant.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. And Craig with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in its center, locking down the middle. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Kevin, back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. And here is Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Castle. That 3 off the mark. Hornets leading by 10. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Doris, when you look at the numbers of Miles Bridges, he is a bona fide 20-point-per-game player.
And Kevin, that's a big statement. It is not easy to score 20 at this level on a nightly basis. To extend that over several years is the sign of good things to come.
San Antonio making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and a switch here also for Charlotte. White's checked in. .122 left in the third. Bridges outside. Pass to Knipple. Sinks the triple. Knipple's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
Well, Knipple projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
The kick out to Barnes. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Wembanyama down low. 4 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out. Hornets leading by 10. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Let's go, fans! Number 24, Brandon Miller.
Right side, Ball. For 3, Bridges. That shot is off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Spurs trail by 8. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the foursome. That's the San Antonio 5. Ball feeling it out a bit. From 14, it's off target. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Wembanyama galloping down the lane.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Now Ball. Jumper is off. And San Antonio shooting has been fun to watch. Oh!
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
And so Miller will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Bridges got it to go off the glass.
Boy, that's solid work on the interior. I love how assertive Miles Bridges is on the offensive end.
Fox. Strong move off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
You watch Knipple, he has the demeanor of someone who will hit a lot of big shots over the course of his career.
It's good.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Off the glass.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Now Castle. No good from 3.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Wembanyama. It drops.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And an intentional foul right there.
Champagnie. First personal foul. First team.
Here's Bull. Here's Miller. Outside, Bull. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Line for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that home?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Here's Fox. Vassell. And get the 3. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Line for the Hornets. Miller. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
One more time for your Spurs youth.
Vassell. Off target from outside. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.